Welcome to the Mere Buckeye Podcast, where we dive into faith, life, and the journey of being a college student through a Christian lens. I'm your host, Brandon Edwards, and we're continuing our semester theme, Masterpiece. Today's episode, Knitted in Secret, draws from Psalm 139, verses 13 and 14, reflecting on God's intimate design of your unique personality and gifts, perfect for navigating college life in those moments of self-doubt. So, grab your coffee, settle in, and let's uncover how you're fearfully and wonderfully made. Let's begin with the scripture. Psalm 139, verses 13 and 14 says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well." These verses paint a picture of God as a masterful artisan, knitting us together in secret with care and intention. Every thread, your personality, your gifts, your quirks, is woven by his hands. Now, I know college can amplify self-doubt. And maybe you're questioning if your reserved nature fits in a sea of extroverts or if your creative gifts have a place in a data-driven major. Perhaps you're comparing yourself to others, wondering why you're wired the way you are. But Psalm 139 reminds us that God's design isn't accidental. It's intimate and purposeful, tailored for the life he's called you to. So let's unpack this. You knit me together in my mother's womb. This isn't a distant creator. This is a God who gets up close and personal, forming your inmost being, your thoughts, emotions, and essence. He didn't use a cookie cutter. He crafted you uniquely. As C.S. Lewis once wrote, "There are no real personalities apart from God. Until you have given up yourself to him, you will not have a real self." Your true personality shines when surrendered to him, revealing the gifts he's knitted into you. In college, these gifts might feel hidden or inadequate amid the pressures to perform. But consider the story of John Newton, the 18th century sailor turned hymn writer. Newton was rough around the edges, a man of brash temperament who worked on slave ships and lived recklessly. Yet God saw the potential in his passion and way with words, knitting gifts of conviction and creativity into his soul. After his conversion, Newton penned the song we all know, Amazing Grace, a hymn that still moves hearts today. His unique design, once misdirected, became a masterpiece when aligned with God's purpose. Like Newton, your gifts, whether for leadership, analysis, or even compassion, are perfectly suited for God's plan, even when you doubt them. Now the psalmist responds with praise. "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." Fearfully implies reverence and awe. Wonderfully means distinct and marvelous. Your personality, whether bold or reflective, and your gifts, creative, logical, relational, are cause for praise. They've equipped you for college's challenges. Building friendships, pursuing passions, overcoming setbacks. Think of it as a tapestry. You see, God weaves in threads of resilience for finals week, empathy for group dynamics, and curiosity for late night discussions. When self-doubt creeps in, remember his intimate work. As G.K. Chesterton once said, "A man was meant to be doubtful about himself, but undoubting about the truth. This has been exactly reversed." You see, you should doubt your doubts, but trust the truth of who God says you are. So how do we live this out? First, celebrate your uniqueness. Take time to identify your gifts, maybe through prayer, journaling, or talking with friends. Affirm them as God's design. Second, surrender self-doubt. When comparison hits, return to 1 Psalm 39. Trust the artist over your inner critic. Chesterton's reversal reminds us, doubt yourself less when you are looking to God and what his design for you is. Trust the truth more. Finally, use your gifts boldly. Step into opportunities knowing God's prepared you. Whether leading a study group or volunteering, your design fits perfectly. So as we close, hold on to this. You're knitted in a secret by a loving God, fearfully and wonderfully made. Your personality and gifts aren't mistakes. They're masterpieces for his glory. Thus, navigate college with confidence in his design. And never forget, you're not alone, and keep going.